Hello peeps, Coach Kev here. Today's video will focus on Richard Allen, guilt, the case against him, and in my opinion, which is becoming overwhelming and damning evidence against Mr. Richard Allen. I'm about 95% sure that this guy is guilty. I'm going to lay out my case on the 6 top things I think is the reason and the pointing that Richard Allen is certainly guilty of the Delphi murder case. Number 1, Richard Allen put himself there at that date and at those times. Now we know that his story changed once he got lawyers from, I was there from 1:30 to 3:30 or so to I was there until 1:30 now is the new story that he gives us. Richard Allen tells police that he was on a phone checking a stock ticker, walked to the Monon High Bridge, looked at one of the outlooks, and was looking at fish. Hey, it beats stargazing, right? Richard Allen and his attorneys could kind of change his time around to whatever they want. At this point, it doesn't matter. There's 2 groups of independent witnesses that saw him and described him within the timeline. Their timeline is nailed shut. You will see coming up in trial, in my opinion, that this timeline is concrete. Number 2, no declarations of innocence. Multiple opportunities, multiple chances to do so, and he's never done it. I'm going to show you a couple examples here where normally an innocent person would be screaming from the mountaintops, "I did not murder 2 children." Here's one of the letters Richard Allen wrote, never declaring innocence, throwing himself on the mercy of the court. He's indigent, he needs help. Me. Great opportunity to say, this is horseshit, I'm a good guy and I didn't do this. But the letter lacks that. A little more, my reputation, my car, me. Having the opportunity, but not expressing he didn't do it. Confessions. Confessions early, confessions late, confessions all around. A shitload of confessions. I agree, we need to hear them though. Here's a list of some of the people Richard Allen confessed to. Now, obviously, we need to see the transcript and more importantly, hear those phone conversations to his wife and his mother. In my opinion, those 2 would probably be the most genuine and the feeling that he felt bad and he needs to get this off his chest to 2 very prominent women in his life. Number 4, the 2-year presser. In my opinion, every word was scripted by the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit. What they're looking for is a sexually sadistic killer hiding in plain sight from the community that would surprise everybody. In my opinion, when this plays out, I don't know if we'll ever get to see the profile or not, but the BAU nailed this to a T. I base this off of Jim Clemente, former FBI profiler, prosecutor, and producer for the show Criminal Minds. He has many podcasts, but his Best Case, Worst Case podcast in episodes 122 and 123 about Delphi explain how that he knows this was all scripted by the Behavioral Analysis Unit.
We know that this is about power to you. And you want to know what we know. And one day, you will. To the murderer. I believe you have just a little bit of a conscience left. And I can assure you that how you left them in that woods is not, it's not what they're experiencing today.
The box. What is in the box? Woven wicker keepsake box, and it was stored in a place of prominence in the master bedroom. These are things that will have mementos of our lives, medals, pins, things that are very important or very sacred to us are kept in these containers. As we see from the police return, what was found in the box? That pesky bullets again, missing 1 or 2 rounds this time. And to me, the phones. Yeah, we have a lot of phones. Everyone says, oh, we got plenty of phones in our house. They're all kept in a junk drawer, right? Except for these 2 phones, which I theorize are the burners that were used and in my opinion somehow helped in him getting caught. in a place of prominence, stored, not in a junk drawer with all the other cell phones. These two are special. These two were kept separate. Number 6, and in my opinion, the most damning, no alibi. All this stuff has come out about all this craziness, but all they have to do is give us an alibi. Where were you, Rick? Where was your phone, your regular phone, at the time of the murders? If Richard Allen was looking at a stock ticker like he told police he was, it would be very easy to come down on his phone, right? Here, I was looking at my stocks on this phone, unless one of the phones he was on was one of the 2 phones found in a place of prominence in a woven wooden keepsake box in his house. 2 of them he probably had. One for catfishing and one for tracking that day. So that in a nutshell are the top 6 reasons that I think that Richard Allen's guilty thus far. I believe that there is a mountain, listen, Mount fucking Everest of evidence that's going to be coming out, DNA, digital, and all kind of things. If this does go to trial, the defense is in full Hail Mary mode. There's less than a second left, and you got to go 92 feet and hit a 3-pointer. And the likelihood of that happening, well, it's not very fucking likely. Coach Kev, out.